meeting to order. Didn't you hear me hit the gavel? Will the city clerk call the roll to determine a quorum?
Alderman Clutter.
Yes.
Alderman Helmer.
Yes, sir.
Alderman Schwab.
Yes.
Alderman Kolb.
Here.
Alderman Martitius.
Here.
Alderman Baker.
Here.
Okay, the gang's all here. The next thing I have on the agenda is the approval of the minutes for the last meeting. I need a motion and a second.
So moved. Andy Clutter, so moved.
Okay.
Second. Schwab.
Schwab, second. Okay.
We have a motion by Alderman Clutter to approve the minutes and a second by Alderman Schwab.
Okay. We don't have any questions, I'm sure. It was pretty simple. Okay. All in favor of approving the minutes as written, say aye.
Aye.
I guess I'm going to...
I think we have to say our name, don't we?
Yeah. Well, let's just... Why don't you just say your name and then say aye? We'll get everybody on.
Schwab, yay. Yay. Yes. Clutter, yay.
Kolb, yes.
Helmer, yes. Martitius, yes.
And
Baker
abstains.
Abstain.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, that passes. The next thing on the agenda is the treasury packet, treasurer's packet, and so I need a motion to approve the treasurer's packet.
I make a motion. Alderman Schwab. I read it over. Alderman Clutter. Alderman Clutter. I recommend approval.
We have a motion by Alderman Schwab to approve the treasurer's packet and a second by Alderman Clutter.
Okay, thank you. I'm assuming we don't have any questions. There was only one check I had to sign, so. Okay, if there's no questions, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Or no, we'll do it the same way. I'm getting ahead of myself. Just say your name and then say how you vote.
Schwab, aye. Alderman Baker, yes. Alderman Clutter, yes.
Kolb, yes.
Helmer, yes. Martitius, yes.
Okay, it's unanimous. Now we're not going into the two with unfinished business A, B, C, and D. So we'll go into new business. And the first one was I need someone to make a motion to approve, to ratify my declaration of emergency.
Mr. Mayor, if it pleases the board, this is Alderman Clutter. I'd like to make her introduce a resolution declaring a state of emergency and executive order relating thereto.
Okay.
Alderman Baker seconds. Alderman Baker seconds the motion.
Okay.
We have Alderman Clutter that made a motion to ratify the declaration of state of emergency and executive order, and a second by Alderman Baker.
Okay, thank you. Now let's go through a roll call vote again, you guys, just like we did before.
Alderman Clutter, yes. Alderman Baker, yes.
Kolb, yes.
Schwab, yes. Alderman Helmer, yes. Alderman Martitius, yes.
Okay. And I didn't get a bill. Did you vote, Bill?
I did. I think I spoke at the same time. Alderman Helmer, yes.
Okay.
We probably need to get some kind of an order.
Well, yeah. We only got one more, so by the time we get it down pat, we'll. Yeah. Okay. Alderman Clutter, this is your ordinance amendment on the book, so you get a reader.
Real quick, Mr. Mayor. So I had resolution passing with a vote of 6-0.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have a resolution number by chance, City Administrator?
I do not. City Clerk?
Just put the date on it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
This is the second one we've ever had.
3/26/20.
2020. Okay, Mr. Mayor, if it pleases the board, I'd like to introduce a bill and ordinance establishing section 100.395 of the personal manual dealing with pandemic paid sick leave.
Okay, do I have a second?
Alderman Baker seconds.
Okay, now I need well, let me get a bill number, then we'll give you a second reading here.
The bill number is,
okay.
the bill number is,
okay. Go ahead, get your bill number.
The bill number is 1143.
Okay, now,
So
we
real quick, I have a motion by Alderman Clutter, and a first reading for bill number 1143, ordinance amending the employee manual regarding pandemic sick leave, and a second by Alderman Baker.
Yes. Now, does the ordinance have a double reading in it, or are we going to have a double reading for tonight? Is it printed on the ordinance?
It's printed. It's printed out and read 2 times and passed, but it doesn't have the emergency clause in it.
Okay. Well, if it says we're going to
read I can read the emergency clause if you'd like me to.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you just read it, and then we'll just take a vote on that, and then we'll read it again, and then we'll vote.
Is there any discussion, Mr. Mayor? I don't know if there's any discussion.
Why don't you read the emergency clause, and then I'll open it back up.
I knew you'd do that to me because I have to dig for my emergency clause.
Oh, well, then don't dig. Let me open it up.
No, I got it. I got it. I just have to get it.
Okay. Just get your pocket opened up.
I have it right here. Okay.
Point of order. With the bill, section 2 says and does hereby authorize the reading of the above bill twice at this meeting, and a vote thereon. Okay.
That's what I was asking. So if it's printed in the bill, we don't have to have an emergency clause.
Oh, I missed that. I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, I didn't read through it. Thank you, Jerry. Okay, so we've got read the title one more time, and then I'll open it up to see if there's any discussion.
All right, Mr. Mayor, if it pleases the board, I'd like to read for the second time bill number 1143, an ordinance establishing section 100.395 of the personnel manual dealing with pandemic paid sick leave.
Okay,
Alderman Baker would like to second the motion, the second reading.
Second reading. Thank you. Okay, is there any discussion? This thing is pretty cut and dry. If there's no discussion, I'm gonna call for a vote. We can just I guess we can still do it the same way. Just give your name and then how you vote.
Alderman Clutter, yes.
Alderman Baker, yes.
Alderman Schwab, yes.
Free to go.
Alderman Hilmer, yes.
Alderman Clutter, if you didn't get me, yes.
Yeah, we got you, but we didn't get Phil.
Alderman Martitius, yes.
Okay, now we got our 6. You want to repeat that now, Michael?
Hold on. I need Janet.
Okay. We probably walked over each other. I did say yes.
Yes.
I did hear you, Janet.
Okay.
Okay, let's, you want to read, Michael's going to read something with some names and everything, so we, gets it in the minutes.
Okay, so this was a second reading for Bill 1143, read by Alderman Clutter, and seconded by Alderman Baker. The roll call or voting was forthcoming. We have Alderman Clutter voting yes, Alderman Baker voting yes, Alderman Hilmer voting yes, Alderman Martitius voting yes, and Alderman Kolb voting yes. It passes. And Alderman Schwab voted yes.
Yes.
I apologize. And it passes, and I'll have the city clerk read the ordinance number.
Ordinance number 20-7.
Okay. Now the next thing on the agenda, thank you folks, this is making it really, really easy going through. The next thing, I still got communications on there. I was trying to breeze through that. If somebody has something really important that's glaring, bring it up. If not, and if you got something small, minuscule, just give Michael a call or me, and we'll get it taken care of or we get it answered. Is that okay, folks?
Yep.
Yes.
So, Mayor,
Alderman Clutter, I have nothing.
Okay, then I'm just
Alderman
gonna.
Baker has nothing.
Okay.
Alderman
Alderman
Hilmer
Schwab.
just has one simple question, and that is, are we anticipating having a in-person meeting in January, or is that right now likely?
In January, or you mean
in April? April. Sorry.
I hope we got it by January.
April.
As
Maybe
of
Bill
right
knows
now,
something we don't know.
yeah, that's right. As of right, I think it's maybe a 50-50 chance on the first meeting in April. Just
So-
what I'm watching everything on TV.
So I will say, plan on me participating remotely, if I can do so. I will not physically be here. I will literally be leaving.
Okay, if you do that, the letter you sent to us with your resignation, if you'd update the date.
Yeah, I mean, if it's in the best interest of the city, I will extend it for 30 days or whatever the mayor you feel and the alderman feel is in the best interest of the city.
I'm gonna say I don't think it's any big deal one way or the other.
Mr. Mayor, I don't think Alderman Hilmer needs to do that, Mr. Mayor.
Do what? Extend it?
He does not. He doesn't have to extend it. He is still an active member of the Board of Aldermen until he is relieved.
Well,
No,
actually,
that's
the
wrong.
language
You're an
is
active member. Wait a minute. Hold on.
I
Let me
did
talk a minute,
resign
and then you can.
Go ahead. I was going to say, I effectively did resign the end of this month, so I will revise that letter and indicate that I intend to resign at the earliest convenience of the city's ability to replace me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could
okay?
I interject,
That sounds fine. I don't have any problems with that.
Mayor?
Okay. Somebody want to interject? Is that what somebody saying something?
Mayor,
Go ahead.
this is Bob. Technically, so long as he's a resident, he's an alderman. It can be an alderman, but once he's no longer a resident, once he moves out of state, it's automatic.
I am still a resident until the end of April.
Okay, that's
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next.
I still own property here, so that's it.
Yeah.
I'm done with that subject.
Well, then you're sleeping in a sleeping bag. Okay, we're the next thing I have on the agenda is Alderman Kolb.
Yes.
You want to adjourn?
Oh, yes. Yes,
it's your
I do.
turn.
Thank you. I propose that we adjourn this meeting.
Okay, do you have a second?
I second. Alderman Clutter seconds.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Kolb, yes.
Aye.
Same time.
Schwab, yes.
Okay.
Alderman Baker, aye.
Okay.
Clutter, aye.
Thank you very much. I didn't know how this would work, but I think it worked well. So,
Stay healthy,
well, we'll
everybody.
see you guys. And any questions, just don't.